Does it? Does it end with us? Baby, best believe it ends with us. So, It Ends With Us is a popular movie that's out right now. And if you're in the book world, you've heard about the book, you've probably read the book already. The movie's out. The movie just came out August the 7th or something like that. And so I listened to the book and I did see the movie. So I want to discuss today the book and just some opinions I have on it, whether you agree or not, just some opinions that I have on the book. And I'll mention the movie a little bit, but just some opinions I have on the book. So It Ends With Us. The main character is Lily. Lily's a likable girl. She's 23 years old and she lives in Boston. She goes back and forth to her teenage years, back to her adult years in the book. Her childhood wasn't the greatest, but now she's living her dream and that she's living in Boston. She has her own flower shop, which she's always wanted. So she's been able to get that going. And one day while she's had to bury her dad, the same day she buries her dad, she goes on a rooftop just to think. And when she goes up there to think, she meets her soon-to-be man, who is Ryle Kincaid. Ryle Kincaid. Ryle is a neurosurgeon and he's fine as all get out. So, he lets her know when they meet up there, hey, look, it's just like, whose song was that? I'm not into making love, I'm into having sex. He's telling her right up front, hey, let's get together. I do one night stands, don't expect anything from me. You're going through something, I'm going through something. Let's just have a night of it. And she lets him know, hey, that's not really what I'm into. But he's very persuasive, very persuasive. She doesn't give in, and we don't know if she would have given in. He gets a call and has to leave. But Ryle is he's a complex character. He ends up falling for Lily. Even though he says he's a one-night stander, he does end up falling for her. They don't meet again until months later. Just so happens he walks into her flower shop where she has actually hired his sister, not realizing it's his sister. So like I said in the beginning, she goes back and forth from teenage years to present day. So back in her teenage days, she actually, as she confessed on the roof to Ryle, is that the first time she lost her virginity to a homeless guy. And that sounds really icky, but the homeless guy was a guy that he went to her school. He went to her school and, he was just having a hard time. He was a young guy. His parents had put him out. That's how he was kind of sort of homeless, living in a dilapidated building. So she helped him out. And giving him food and that kind of thing. And they become very, very close friends. His name is Atlas. And so Atlas he's the hero. He is the hero of the book. But nevertheless, she ends up getting into a relationship with Ryle, the neurosurgeon. Did I mention that? So Ryle's sister, her name is Alicia. She's the one that's helping out Lily in the shop. Love her character. Love Alicia. Alicia is a character that she becomes Lily's best friend, but she recognizes, she loves her brother. Don't get me wrong. She loves him, but she recognizes, as, sometimes family members do, they love you in spite of. They know you've got issues, you've got strengths, you've got weaknesses. You got stuff that you need to deal with, but they love you just the same. And that's how she is. She loves her new best friend, Lily. But at the end of the day, she realized, hey, my brother's got some issues. He's got some issues, and you don't need to look over the fact that he's got these issues. So what happens is Lily ends up getting in a whirlwind relationship with Ryle. Ryle has anger issues. So did her stepdad. So did her dad. Not stepdad. So did her biological dad. Her biological dad was a mayor and used to beat her mom to a pulp. She grew up with watching her dad beat her mom, and her mom was letting it happen. She wanted her mom to get out of it, but her mom felt trapped, didn't get out of it. And even, when the dad died, the mom still to the hilt tried to act as if he was still man of the year. So she saw her mother go through that. She saw her mother even actually get raped by her father, slapped around, beat, raped, forced in the living room, just all kinds of things happening. Did I say again that he was the mayor? So anyway, here she is with Ryle, and Ryle has anger issues. So the first time it's like a push. He pushes her and she's like, oh, ain't no way. This'll never happen to me. No, I saw my mother go through this. This'll never happen to me. You got the wrong one. You'll never put your hand on me, push me, shove me. Nah. You got the wrong one. So he apologizes. He tells her why it happened. It'll never happen again. By this time, she's in love with him. So she says, hey, he explained why it happened. It'll never happen again. So, of course, it did. Not right away, but it did. And he has a temper. He's jealous. And all this man had, all the things that he has going for him. He's jealous, he has a temper. And so things happen again. They end up, she ends up running and I don't know if I made that plain, but, Atlas went off to the service. She went off to do her thing. This was when they were 15, 16, 17 years old. So they went off to do their own thing. One night, her and Ryle and friends are in a restaurant. Lo and behold, she runs into Atlas, her first love. She runs into him in the restaurant. She can't believe it. She pretends that she doesn't know him. He kind of just shrugs off. He comes up as a server in a restaurant, waiting on their table. So, but later on, you find out he actually owns that restaurant. He owns it. So he used to love to cook, and he now owns that restaurant. So this book, to me, I'm giving it a 4 out of a 5. I give it a 4 out of a 5. And I'm not going to go through the whole book with you, but I'm giving it a 4 out of a 5 because it's touted or promoted as a love story. Love, 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 love. But really, it's love and domestic violence. It's not pretty. And what I liked about the book is that she shined a light on white collar domestic violence. Everybody's not walking around in a wife beater shirt. Everybody's not working construction, coming in, having 5 beers and beats their wife. These are people like me and you, your white collar workers. They could be neurosurgeons. They could be ministers, pastors. They could be doctors. It could be CEOs of companies. And you never know. I worked with a lady. She was my boss, and she was an excellent boss. I think she ended up being a VP or something. She walked in one day, and she had a black eye. As prim and proper and as pristine, and I believe she was upper middle class as she was, Caucasian lady, as upper middle class as she was, she could not hide the fact that obviously someone had hit her. And I remember I said, no, that's not it. I thought to myself, boy, it looks like she got hit. But I said to myself, oh, she had an accident. She fell, because there's no way this upper class Caucasian woman with this whatever kind of suit she had on, with this Oscar de la Renta at the time, Oscar de la Renta suit, was hit by anybody. So I love the fact that they bring out that, hey, this happens every day in CEO houses, anywhere you go. It's happening. It's not happening just in the projects. It's not happening in trailer parks. It's happening right here beside you and me. It's happening. And I like the fact that she also tapped into the problem of, hey, you can know why a person, because we learn why Ryle is the way he is. We find out exactly why he is the way he is. He's been in therapy for years for it. He's been in therapy. He knows the issue. His sister knows why he's angry. Everybody knows why he's the way he is. But does that mean you have to stay with that person because you know why and you understand why they are the way they are? And that can be the part that's the separator. You know, it's like, when Tina Turner, she didn't want to leave Ike because Ike said, everybody leaves me. You going to leave me too? You going to leave me too? Everybody leaves me. And you have this in your heart. You don't want to leave them because you know what they've been through. But, sweetheart, that doesn't mean that you stay. And that is why this book is called It Ends With Us. This will not trickle on to my generation, down to my daughter and her daughter. It will not. My mother went through it. I'm going through it, but it ends with us. It ends with us. So love this book. Wish they could have, even in the movie, done a little bit more to show, hey, this is ugly. This is not a fantasy. This is ugly. This is ugly. And it ends right here. Check it out if you haven't. It's a blockbuster. It's a bestseller. It's all over the place. The other book coming out behind it is It Starts With Us. So that's the next one. It Starts With Us. So check it out. Hey, did you agree with me? Did you not agree with me? You think I'm just blowing smoke? Let me know. Let me know if you read the book, if you have another opinion. If there's a book you want me to review, I'll review it. So, hey, there we go. Look, can I ask you this? I'm trying to grow subscribers. Could you subscribe to my channel? Hey, I may come review a book you've been thinking about reading or whatever, but subscribe to help a rookie out. Help a rookie out and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, all of the above. Would you do it for me? I appreciate it. Joy to the world.